Drama as court declines Okorocha's request to stop probe by EFCC and Imo panel. Okorocha had requested for a court order suspending EFCC investigation against him, including all the petitions submitted by the Imo State government. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has struck out former governor of Imo State and now Senator Rochas Okorocha request for an order to stop the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) and the State Probe Panel from investigating him on alleged financial infractions. Okorocha had requested for a court order ending or suspending EFCC investigation against him, including all the petitions submitted to it by the Imo government, until the panel on contracts set up by the same state government had concluded its probe on its government between 2011 and 2019. While counsel to the former Imo State Governor, Oba Maduabuchi San, informed the court that the defense counsel asked for an adjournment to respond to processes served on them, and also asked the court to stop those involved in the suit from going ahead with the probe pending the determination of the matter. The counsel to the second to 48th defendant, J.M. Mado, quickly interjected that the probe panel had not commenced sitting. Mado also promised to inform the Attorney General of Imo about the development. The request was, however, rejected by Justice Ahmed Mohammed, who held that it would be of no use to grant a restraining order since Mado had undertaken to tell the parties not to go ahead with a probe pending when the matter would be determined. He added that since the EFCC was not requested in court, it would be unfair to grant the request in the interest of justice. Thank you for listening to this news. This is absolutely rubbish, completely rubbish. Why would they strike out, or why would they want to strike out the probe of Rochas Okorocha? What facts do they have that will warrant them to strike it out? Or doesn't Okorocha want to be probed? Doesn't he want to be probed? Okorocha wants to be probed. Okorocha is owing the people. Okorocha has embezzled so much while he was in administration. So if the people are saying, or if the governor is requesting for his probe, then it should be probed. Besides, Okorocha doesn't have the right whatsoever to decide for the court to be probed or not to be probed. It is the right and decision of the court to decide who to be probed and who not to be probed. That he submitted that he put up a request that is probe to be should be struck out is an absolutely rubbish. It means that he's telling the court, he's now deciding for the court when to be probed and when not to be probed. It's totally rubbish. This is political. This is political request. Okorocha's request is political. So I see no reason why the court should honor that kind of request. I am of the opinion that Rochas Okorocha should be probed. I am of the opinion that Rochas Okorocha should be questioned. All his atrocities and excesses should be brought to book. He must not be He must not be allowed to go scot-free. In his administration, Okorocha made nonsense of the state fund. He turned his administration to to a family business. He used his administration to enrich his post, enrich his family, enrich his his in-laws, his great-grandchildren. In fact, the wealth that Okorocha has acquired during his administration will be enough for his 7th to 10th generation. So it should be probed. It should be probed, and all of those money he embezzled should be retrieved from him. If possible, those properties that he has owned should be freezed. Okorocha is not the one to decide for the EFCC. It is the EFCC to decide for him. He's not the one to decide for the court, and not the court to, and not there is a court to decide for him, and not for him to decide for the court. Who is he? Oh, okay. He is now the Supreme Court governor, or he is now the Supreme Court senator 2, the one replacing Uzodinma. Is it not so? So everyone now have right over the Supreme Court. Oh my God. Can you imagine? So we don't have laws again in this country. So the Supreme Court no longer have power over civilians. Am I right? Abba, where are we heading to? What are we saying? Please. This should not even come up at all. This shouldn't come up. This shouldn't come up, and it should not even come up. Who is Okorocha to decide for the people? Who is Okorocha to decide for the Supreme Court? Putting up a request that is that the probe, his probe should be stroked out. My viewers, I am of this opinion that the probing of Okorocha should be revived, and it should be called back to the pulpit and answer for himself. How did he manage the state fund in his administration? What did he spend money on, and how much was left in the state account before after he left the administration? So in fact, so much need to be asked, because Okorocha made nonsense of the state fund. I'm telling you the truth. Look at who is Okorocha before he became a governor. He's not as rich as he is now. He's not as rich as he is now. I'm telling you, Okorocha is not as rich as he is now. It was after his administration that he started amassing wealth, gathering so much wealth for himself and all of that. So my viewers, let's tell ourselves the truth. Okorocha so much embezzled. He embezzled. So there is every reason for him to be probed, and he doesn't have any right to defend himself whatsoever, or decide when to be probed and when not to be probed. Okay, so my viewers, your comments concerning this news are of great importance. Please, I would like you to remain factual on this matter. Let us not be biased. Okay? Please don't forget to leave your comment behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.